you can take control of the stress that you feel and start to beat its grip on you with these 5 easy steps that you can begin to implement today. So recently, I've started reading, for the second time, Joyce Meyer's book called Overload. And let me tell you, it is just full of such practical tips to help you de-stress and live your best life. It even says how to unplug, unwind, and unleash yourself from the pressure of stress. Stress is something that all of us feel, and whether we realize it or not, it has very serious effects on our spirit, on our soul, on our body, on our emotions, on our mind, on our physical health. It affects every area of our life, whether we realize it or not. And there's a quote that she has, a little fun fact here in her book, that I want to read to you because this really kind of shocked me. Big stress or little stress, your body reacts the same way. The human body doesn't differentiate between a major or minor stress. Regardless of the catalyst, a typical stress reaction floods the body with a wave of 1,400 biochemical events. If this happens too frequently, we age prematurely, our cognitive function is affected, and we are drained of energy and clarity. If that's describing you in any way, then we really need to take de-stressing seriously. Sometimes we think, oh, I don't have big pressures. I don't live a big life. I just have little stress. Sometimes I just get a little frustrated. But this just said it doesn't matter if it's big stress or little stress. Stress affects you the same way, and it will have an effect on your body. So Proverbs 4:18 says, "The path of the uncompromisingly just and righteous is like the light of dawn, that shines more and more brighter and clearer until it reaches its full strength and glory." Now, if that's not describing the life that you're living right now, then let me tell you right now, you have been robbed. Because there is so much more for your life. This is the kind of life that we were created to live. And if you're living anything less, then you are being robbed of the life that you could be living. And that is why we need to take control of our stress and start to beat it. And I'm going to share with you that Joy shares in her book 5 ways to start de-stressing today. So the first step is to seek out social support. So that could be from family members, friends, church groups, book clubs that maybe you go to, or my personal favorite, just hanging out with girlfriends. Sometimes I can get so stressed, but when I go out to dinner with my friends or I go grab coffee with a girlfriend, there's something about it that just starts to wipe away the stress and anxiety that I'm feeling. We are meant to be social people, and we are meant to engage socially with others. And so if you're living your life really small and secluded, then you need to get out there. You need to be more social. You need to engage with your friends. You need to engage in your church groups and start putting yourself out there more, and it will actually help you de-stress. Number 2 is practice shrug therapy. And let me tell you, this is my absolute favorite one that Joyce talks about. And it's something that I've started implementing into my life, and I now do it multiple times a day. Because one of the worst things that you could do is start to stress out about things that are not in your control, right? You can't control what other people do. You can't control how other people treat you or even how they see you sometimes. You can't control the weather. You can't control the traffic. There's a lot of things that you cannot control. And if you start to feel yourself getting frustrated or anxious or stressed out over something that is not in your power to correct or to fix, then you just need to do the shrug therapy. Just shrug it off. Shrug it off. I literally do that in the car because I can get very frustrated with traffic and with drivers because for some reason I attract all the crazy drivers in Colorado into my path for some reason, and I get so stressed out. And when that happens, over the last few days, I've just been like, all right, shrug it off, and then I'm done. And I don't think about it anymore. And honestly, it sounds kind of silly and maybe like not very mature, but I think it's actually one of the most mature things that you can do is to just shrug off things that you have no control over, because what's the point? You can't change people. You can't change the weather. You can't change the traffic. There are things you cannot change. And if you allow those things to cause stress and frustration and anxiety in your life, then you're going to be trapped in a never-ending cycle of stress that you can't break free from unless you decide to shrug it off. So try it. Number 3 is to find your zone and to stay in it. Now, I worded this one a little differently than what Joyce did, but this is kind of how I see it, is what is your zone? What path are you running in life? What are your dreams? What are your goals? What kind of life do you want to live? What are you good at? I think a lot of times we get so stressed out over things because we're trying to live someone else's life. We're trying to be good at something that they're good at, but we weren't called to be good at that. We weren't anointed to do that, and I think too many times comparison steals our strength. It says that comparison is a thief of joy, and the Bible says the joy of the Lord is your strength. So when you compare yourself to other people, it literally zaps you of the strength for you to be able to live your best life. So whenever you start to feel frustrated because someone else is getting promoted or someone else is getting this position or, this person's doing this, so therefore I should try to do that. Are you trying to do something that is outside your lane, that is outside of your zone? Think about what your dreams are. What are your goals? What are you good at? Find out what your zone is and then stay in your zone. Number 4 is to have healthy habits. And that includes your nutrition, having good supplements, having a healthy diet, getting regular exercise. These things are very important to reducing the amount of stress in your life. And the key here is to not be perfect. The key is to be intentional. So some of the ways you can be intentional is to meal prep. This is something that I try to implement into my life every single week because I'm truly lost without it. Every Sunday, I try to get all my grocery shopping done. I prep out my breakfast, my snacks, things that I want to make for dinner. I get everything ready so that during the week, I am on track to eat healthy, to grab something healthy, to cook delicious, healthy meals for me and my husband for dinner. If you will prep for it and prepare for it, then you will do it and you will start to see the results in your life. Also, schedule your workouts. Say Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we're going to the gym. Or Tuesday and Thursday, I'm going to be doing this workout in my basement. Just schedule it in like you would a regular appointment and meet it as if it is a regular appointment, because it is an appointment for you and for your health and for your mental health as well. Exercise completely helps you with de-stressing, and it's very important for you to live a long and a healthy life. Number 5 is to schedule time for you to relax. And I know what you're thinking, but this is not selfish. Too many times we don't allow ourselves the time to relax because we think, oh, I should be doing this, or I should be doing that, or I could be doing this. And then we never, even if our body is relaxing, our mind isn't relaxing, and then it doesn't really serve us very well. And in her book, Joyce says this about scheduling time to relax. Relaxation is not selfish or lazy. It is not slacking off. It's a way of recharging your batteries, physical, emotional, and spiritual, so that you can charge back into the fray at full strength the next day. You will get much more accomplished and live longer and healthier if you'll take the time to treat yourself right. We need to take time to relax so that we can give our best selves to our family, to our friends, to our career, to our dreams. And if you're not taking the time to do that, then really people are just getting your sloppy seconds and you're not going to be able to be as productive. So a great time to do this is maybe in your nighttime routine. Establish a good nighttime routine where you can start to unwind, relax, maybe listen to some relaxing music, maybe go for a walk, take a bubble bath by some candlelight. Whatever it is, make sure you find time to relax. And if you are intentional in these other areas of your life, whether it's meal prepping or scheduling your workouts or scheduling your day at work, it will allow you the time and the energy to be able to relax so your mind isn't constantly thinking of all the things you didn't get done that day. You can actually relax and enjoy yourself and rest up so you can give your best self to the world the next day. So those are 5 tips to start de-stressing today, and you can find loads more in Joyce's book, Overload. I highly recommend reading it. It will absolutely help you de-stress and start to live the life that you actually want. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and comment below and let me know what your biggest takeaway from this video was. And also, if you have ways that help you de-stress, let me know below. Also, subscribe to this channel if you want to see more videos like this every Wednesday to help you live your best life. I'll see you next time.